no resub.
Hello,
From 7
hello,
months.
everyone. If anybody if anybody has a chance to hop between mine and Rob's chats once the live stream for Destiny, the Destiny Act 2 reveal of Heresy is live and people are talking to let us know how our audio sounds, that would be great.
Indeed. Or even now.
Yeah, but like the music audio is going to be different than when they're talking.
Yeah, but I mean, even just like our voice levels compared to one another.
That's fair. I mean, I'm pretty confident with my placement of our voices, but you know.
It seems like my voice is like a bit on par depending on like what I'm saying, I guess.
Yeah, same.
Burn it to the ground. We should be just 2 minutes away. I'm surprised there's no countdown. They usually have a countdown.
Yeah, I am surprised there is no countdown. I'm over here eating crackers and ramen.
Also, I finally ordered some RAM for my old rig, so I will soon have the old PC running as a stream PC. I just need to figure out where I'm actually going to place it. And I went out today to scope out some furniture, and I saw some very nice things at like a second-hand shop for like decent price, honestly. So, gonna be a few changes in the house. Depending on what I get, I will definitely be sending pictures because beautiful hardwood and dark wood.
Ooh.
Guardians, hello.
Oh, here we go. That was sudden.
Here in Bellevue, Washington, where we come to you
I agree, Kate. This was very scary.
What's to come with Heresy Act 2, and just for fun, a little bit of a sneak peek to what's to come with Act 3 as well. My name's Andy. I work on the social media team here.
Okay.
And worry not, we've got, as usual, an amazing cast.
I can deal with a Act 3 sneak peek.
Of what you're going to be seeing today. So, as
also,
always, there's no time like the present.
Reminder, if you guys watch for 15 minutes, you'll get an emblem.
Indeed.
Here, sitting to my left,
you watch their stream for 15 minutes. But we're both fun.
Really, I thought it was on ours too.
I'm going to go ahead and just make sure we get right
Nope.
into the intro.
No,
someone you
that's
may
fine.
already know, narrative architect here at Bungie, the one and only Mr. Nico Stevens. Nico, how's it going today, man?
It's going great. Thanks for having me, Andy. How are you doing?
I'm doing so well, thank you. I appreciate it. So for anyone that maybe didn't join us last time or isn't aware of what a narrative architect does, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Sure. So like I said, my name's Nico Stevens.
That's everything.
I'm narrative architect at Bungie.
They've denied me for this job, and it makes me sad.
And basically, I contribute to all of the stories that people play through, whether it's text.
They've also denied me to be a capture artist for him, which also pisses me off.
Building out the actual beats of the story, and as the architect,
Just
They know
let
that
me
you don't
work.
play it enough.
They're like, let me work for you, god damn it!
That the player experiences as they go through the beats of like a main campaign.
Yeah, so you're tugging our heartstrings months in advance at times. Excellent. Well, thank you. It's been a lot of heartstring tugging so far this episode. Sitting next to
I want the Grimoires. I only have 2 so far.
I want them really bad.
Quentin Quinones Resin. Quentin, how's it going, man?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me here on the couch.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking the time to join us. This is your first time joining us, so really
God,
quickly,
he
second
reminds me
verse,
so
same as
much
the
of a
first. For anyone that doesn't
old
know you,
family
or doesn't have
friend.
the privilege of working with you here at Bungie, can
Mm-hmm.
you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Sure. Yeah, I am an activity designer. I've
His
been with
canons is so
Bungie
similar,
since,
it's
the
ridiculous.
Beyond Light expansion, and I've worked on, for example, the Altars of Summoning activity in Season of the Witch, and the
So I have you to hate on.
Executable, from
Exciting. And of course, some more
Those
stuff
are
that we'll get
fine.
into here just very shortly.
No, it actually wasn't
And
that
then,
bad.
Of course, sitting just next to him, a man that is a friend to all Guardian kind and needs no introduction. So we're not going to give him one. Let's go into the show. I'm just kidding. Sitting next to him is, of course, the incomparable one and only Mr. Dylan Gaffner, Global Community Lead here at Bungie. Dylan, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you for your 15-minute Rick Kakis intro. I'm very much looking forward to
I tried to edit it down, as you can tell. So for anyone that may not have worked with you or your team in the wild world of social media, or is just somehow meeting you for the first time, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Yeah, so Dylan Gaffner, DMGO4, as many know, Breadmaster, the guy that says we're listening. Yeah, ultimately, I'm a community lead here for Destiny, top of the team, where we run all the TWIDs, we make sure Guardians are informed, we take your feedback, pass it along to the dev team. But most importantly, we try to act as like the seat at the table for players. So if there's feedback, if there's conversation around something, or, oh, hey, excitement around activities, we make sure that voice is heard in all the meetings that we go to.
Excellent. Well, thank you, as always, for being a voice of the player here in our hallowed halls. We do appreciate it. And in addition to these...
The voice is heard, but someone isn't listening to them.
So we'll
Wonder who it is.
But worry not, that's just not me summoning them into
beat.
existence. We have a ton of folks here to show you what's in store. So let's go ahead and kick things off. Nico, I'd love to go ahead and start with you. Obviously, we're going to go ahead and be concluding Act 1 of Episode Heresy here very briefly and leading into Act 2. Before we kick off Act 2, can you just tell us a little bit about what got us here today?
Yeah, so as people who've been playing know, we had an echo that came from the Pale Heart, came screaming out from the Death of the Witness, slammed into the Dreadnought. This revivified Oryx in the form of the Echo of Navigation. We found that during the finale of our first act, and over the course of searching for it, we delved deeper into the Dreadnought, started uncovering taken powers, and we met an enemy of the Dread who has taken something from us.
Interesting. And also, in addition to our enemies, there's an ally of ours that had a very difficult start to the story. Are we going to be seeing more of Eris's story as we dive into Act 2?
Yeah, so let's see. So back in Act 1, anybody who was playing through that first mission, you recognize that we had to change Eris's class designation from Lightless Hunter to Shish Kebab.
How dare you?
But
Oh, wow.
You're going to
Wow.
be hearing some whispers from beyond the veil. As you
Damn,
go through the
that
Nether,
was
as you
savage.
court, and as you're exploring those activities and exploring the Dreadnought more, you're going to be picking up some of these messages and hopefully being able to reach beyond that and see what's on the other side. And for our eagle-eyed players who played through the first act and saw that cutscene where Eris died, they see her wake up in this ascendant world, very much resembling a throne world.
Yeah, there's been some educated guesses in that direction, but obviously there will be a lot of lore to dive into. So Vase, if you're out there, maybe you can help us out and kind of tell us a little bit more about what's to come. Excellent. So that sets the stage, but we're also going to go.
I'm not even going to mention Vive. How dare you?
Ready to show on screen. Quentin, we've got a new activity.
They literally had to use Vive content for what's it called? The fucking lawsuit that they're part of.
Yeah.
Because the Red Wall is gone. Because of all the content they fucking locked, they had to use Vive's content.
What I'm surprised about is that they don't have a way to unlock it. That it seems like.
And so, taking that and adding to that.
Yeah, it's unfortunately most likely not coming back.
Longer form, maybe a little stressful. We wanted to create a shorter, quicker activity that folks can just come and slay out for 10 minutes and have fun.
Exciting. So,
okay.
As we go ahead and check out the Court of Blades.
Stream just fucking froze for me.
Augments available to
Weird.
players too, actually. If we can
Stuck
really
on loading.
some Hive statues around.
Love
can you tell us
that.
about
Let me just
the
refresh the
players
page
that are
real
available
quick.
to them as they go ahead and try and build their loadout for this activity.
Sure. Yeah. What we wanted to do was wanted to take some inspiration from the sort of roguelike
Excuse me.
things that we've been exploring over the last couple of years with Destiny,
Yeah.
making sure that each run
Oh my God,
feels
what the fuck?
unique and challenging in its own way. And so
Stop
what we've got, we've borrowed the
Oh my
concept
God, that
of
was awful. I
augmentations
just
from,
swallowed some of my
Onslaught.
ramen,
So
so
players will
then
see
having to
those,
cough and then immediately
they're a
having to
little different in
sneeze.
this case where
Stop it.
It
Get
all
some help.
hurt.
provide challenges that players may be able to overcome in other ways. So they're simple
Oh my goodness.
mechanically. A single player could go and complete the augmentation, but you might be able to just DPS the boss, pop your super, that sort of a thing,
Right.
as a way to overcome that challenge. In addition, we've got sort of a randomized set of armaments that players will be able to purchase between phases that will allow them to combat those challenges. a little
Thanks,
bit,
Kate.
Let's,
Yeah,
I don't
stop
recommend
dying.
it either.
Here as we continue to go ahead and sort of explore what this has to have, or has to offer rather. But in addition to the augments, there's also going to be some hazards that the Guardians are
I'm
gonna
not
be
sure
going
if you
up
heard
against
it,
as
but
well.
when your thing was
You know, it's not
potentially
just
fucking
just
up,
fun and games and building your powerful loadout. Like these
we're
folks
getting
are
like
gonna
a
go
little
resist you every
10-minute
turn.
activity to just go
What's it
out
gonna be
and like slam
building,
shit out and come back in.
your loadouts as you go into this?
Okay.
Are you going to be able to just set one up for the week and move along, or?
What the fuck is
the way
this
this is going
place?
to work, the
Is the-
augmentations, the challenges that get applied.
It doesn't look dreadnought.
Start to stack the more that you play
doesn't.
the,
Yes.
the activity. And so you might get a really good combination that's very easy for you to blow through. Sometimes you're going to get a really bad combination of a certain boss or a certain augmentation that don't work well together.
Is
We
this
wanted players to have
Io?
opportunities to maybe shortcut those or maybe
That's
maybe
Io.
combine
That's the spot where we
Io
get
and
the light from the
separate
Traveler
the
in the
players
Red Wall.
and find a really cool combo.
Oh shit.
And so the armaments will actually rotate
You're right.
on a daily basis with the hope that
Is Io coming back?
that
Well,
generates each day.
He is the echo of the navigator.
Our fire team hopped through that portal, and Nico was like,
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like we have access to the navigations to wherever at hell it went to through him in this
Can you tell us about the eagle-eyed folks in chat? Obviously, are kind of calling.
Well, there
out
was an
that
anchor
so
there.
Can you go ahead and confirm to us? where that arena
Well,
was?
this is all part of the
title of that area that you saw was Remnant of Silver.
that like
Oh.
10-minute
and that is
thing
on
he's doing.
Io. It is in the cradle area where the Tree of Silver Wings was.
Yeah.
And as players know, we have seen Mars come back, we've seen Titan come back, we've heard of Mercury, even though we haven't gone back and revisited it yet. Io is really the only one that we haven't really talked about at all. And that's because Io is still trapped between worlds, and right now it is in the Ascendant Plane, fully enveloped by it. And Oryx, through the Echo of or as the Echo of Navigation, I should say.
I'm so smart.
Is kind of reaching out to these places of paracausal power, reaching out to Io for this place of darkness, Hive worship, as you see here.
Yeah.
The Hive have like massive connections.
That's the spot
to
where we got
different
the
places. And
new
one of the
SMG.
arenas that you haven't seen yet is on Europa, which is the first place that we encountered stasis through Clarity Control, and it is a huge font of dark energy.
Yeah, yeah, I can see why they would want to.
There's an arena on Europa?
With those places,
Okay.
But no, it's really exciting to get to go back to Io. I think obviously Chad had the same reaction that I had when it was like it showed on screen for the
"Wait a
first
minute,
time.
I've been there.
Yeah.
What is that?"
It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah.
So when we're going through these arenas, like you were talking about the challenges and the
Been a
difficulty,
while.
with the Court of Blades, are we going to see similar mechanics to Nether, like the health scaling or things like that? or
It's a
does-
cool fucking glaive though.
We will not be seeing the health scaling and health mechanics from the Nether, so that's a bit of a load off people's minds. This is intended to be a bit more of a less stressful, more fun activity, but the difficulty does escalate after every 2 challengers. And so what we want to do, we've created these sort of light mechanics. You know, what you're not going to see is true raid level experience. This is not a replacement for Pantheon, that sort of a thing. We want it to be match made. We want it to be go in and have fun. The mechanics that you can buy as armaments sometimes will provide antidotes or shortcuts to the mechanics that you're seeing as augmentations. some of them you may recognize from the Nether. Some of them are going to be brand new, and a few of them are actually going to be things that we've taken from some favorite old exotics, such as
Taken, as we see on the screen.
Sure.
Sorry.
How dare you?
such as we've taken the effect from Sunbracers off, and that is a thing that you can actually purchase within this this activity using the currency, and maybe combine that with something that increases ability regeneration, or maybe you see a couple of arc flavored armaments, and you decide on this run I'm going to use those.
Yeah.
So it's about mixing and matching and finding what works on a
A
particular
lot of chances
run.
to really exemplify your build. So also there's, in addition to kind of the standard run through that we're seeing right here, is there a higher difficulty mode available as well?
Sure. Yeah. For people who like a little bit more of a challenge, we're going to have an expert version of the activity. Both will actually be a really good place to find the Act 2 weapons. They'll drop more often in both versions of the activity, but the adept versions will only drop in the expert mode.
Got it. Okay. So good reason to go ahead and make sure you got your build all tightened up. You're focusing on those augmentations and just. You know, really go ahead and try and slay out, I think, honestly. I'm just going to steal your phrasing there because I can't think of anything better.
Sure.
To that end as well, Nico, we're going up against, you were mentioning at the end of Act 1, Xivu and Savathun were none too happy with Oryx's answer and demeanor towards us. Who are we going up against as we go ahead and fly through this activity?
Yeah, so a little bit of a refresher. The finale, we walked in, we saw the Echo of Navigation, and this is where Oryx learns that we killed him in the Taken King.
Yeah.
And his response is, "You killed me? Very cool."
Yeah.
I'm super into that.
How refreshing. I was like, whew, finally one less hive god to be mad at me,
Yes,
right?
exactly. So what Oryx is kind of doing here is
Because the thing is,
his guy.
this
He
is
wants to
Oryx,
take
but
up the
like
mantle of Taken King,
way
and
back.
He's testing you.
Yes.
This is him testing his knife.
And
right?
but
Making
I
sure
also
it's as sharp
appreciate
as
that.
it's
Like he's
supposed
like,
to be.
okay, if this
And
person
while
can
he's
like
doing that,
was able to kill me,
prove
they're
that
fucking
you are the
powerful.
Taken King.
Yeah.
Xivu is here saying, no, I want my brother back.
Yeah.
Let me give you another champion. She's presenting her own hive champions, trying to say, let this be a vessel for you.
Yeah.
Much like we saw in Pit of Heresy, it's a similar idea to that. And then Savathun, on the other end of the spectrum there, is saying, this is stupid. We should all just move on from this chain to the sword logic that we have.
Yeah.
Stop being shackled to these old ideas.
Yeah.
We can all be free.
That sounds kind of heretical.
It does sound a little heretical, a little bit, yes.
No, I mean, we have to give a shout out. So Oryx has been
Both
good
what Savathun
in my ear.
and what Xivu are
Never
saying
redeactivated
is
Act
heretical.
1. I'm assuming we'll see more. Of course, we've hidden the VO, we've hidden the subtitles and stuff to avoid spoilers. But I wanted to give a shout out to the voice actor.
So the voice actor for Oryx is Joshua David King. They did a fantastic job every single time we were in the recording booth. All the narrative designers, our voice director, everybody was just losing their mind over the performance. It was fantastic. And I mean, you get to see it in the game. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's always wonderful seeing like Morla coming in, bringing Eris to life, and then in this case, Oryx is alive.
Yeah.
And this is the first time that we're having kind of a relationship with the Taken King.
Yeah,
So,
and it was a big deal for us because we wanted to make sure that we did that character justice.
He's a pretty
and
dang new,
They didn't really have Oryx as a character.
voice
didn't
actor,
really
too,
have
according to
a
IMDb.
suite of voice acting before. So we wanted to make sure that it felt true to what Oryx was back in the Taken King, as well as now with the Echo of Navigation.
evolving from just grunts of like, Taken,
Exactly.
and now it's like, yo, sword logic, you killed me, you're cool.
A lot more verbose now.
Yeah.
Oryx has been really reading the thesaurus recently and making sure that he's got his vocabulary all up to snuff. Actually, as well, really quickly, Quentin, I'd love to go ahead and check with you
Which
as
is
well.
interesting.
There's new. I think we were talking about the shaping slab earlier as well before the show. What sort of additional enhancements are available there?
Sure, yeah.
'Cause
as
they never
people have
made the
seen
voice
in Act
actor for
1,
the Taken
there's
King
a set of
publicly
upgrades
known.
that they can purchase and slot in based on how far they have ranked the vendor. That
I don't remember if
that are specific
Oryx
to
had
the
any
Nether
voice
and
lines in
the
Destiny
requirements
1.
of that, providing a free
He did.
live token, things like that. Court is going to get its whole.
There
new
was
set,
very few, though, but
specifically
he did
for
have
it,
some.
as well as some permanent upgrades to help players.
I remember
deal
him
with
having a
the,
few, like, during the final mission
heavy
where we
and
kill him.
increasing challenge as they get deeper and deeper and try and try and up that score.
But yeah,
of how
I
many
just looked it up.
challengers they can
Who
take
like
down
was
in a
the
single
original
run.
voice actor, and it
Chances
said it
for
was never
creators to make
publicly
some
known,
guys
so we
maybe
have no idea.
Avantis can help us out this time around. We probably got something in store there.
Mhm.
But we now actually would love to take a moment to introduce another new face to our couch for the very first time to help kind of talk us through some of the weapons that are going to be available to you as we go ahead and kick off Act 2 of Heresy. We are now joined by the one and only associate designer here at, probably the one and only Morgan Dickens, associate designer here at Bungie. Morgan, how's it going today?
It's going
well,
great.
thank you.
Absolutely. So for anyone that doesn't get a chance to work with you at Bungie or is unfamiliar with your
That's
work,
why they didn't hire you. They already had a Morgan.
God damn it!
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Morgan. I'm the weapons designer here at Bungie. I work on
Remove
the
her.
origin
Bring
traits
me.
and perks and just the general gameplay for the weapons. I did the
Excuse me.
Act 3 weapons and the Telesto update, if that tells you anything about me.
That's true. So obviously we have Morgan to blame/thank, depending on what side of Telesto you're on, for the
Say
new
there,
catalyst. Yeah.
there were some whispers of Telesto's broken on day one. I was like, what do you mean broken? And then it's, oh, you mean like good broken.
You're right. Yeah.
So
As
good
we-
job. Community loves it. Thanks, chat, for shouting out.
Yeah. As we all collectively wiped our brow, and we're like, okay, cool. That's a-
Telesto's broken and ooh.
Morgan hands us another win. So speaking of, we're gonna have
Not
some
again.
weapons. The folks in chat have obviously seen the. Let's tell you about. Let's go ahead and start with what's here on screen. The glaive that we're looking at right now. We're gonna have some new weapons joining, but can you tell us a little bit about the glaive we're looking at right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So this glaive is Refusal of the Call. It is our second kinetic slot glaive that we have ever done, and our first strand glaive.
Excited. So this one, as someone who's been humbled by
It's a
glaives
kinetic
more than I-
glaive,
than I care
okay.
to admit in the Crucible recently. What are some
Thank the
roles we should
fuck.
be looking forward to with this one?
Yeah, so as
So you could technically run a full glaive loadout.
Fun roll with,
Yeah.
good ammo efficiency and really high damage potential.
That makes me so happy though,
And
because
with
like
that.
if you're looking for a fun
glaives
Crucible,
have been
tilting at
raining
windmills
because there's been a
and,
lot of
melee
glaive stuff
momentum
for
is really
on the
fun.
Pathfinder lately.
That's a good name for
Mhm.
tilting at windmills.
They've been
in
raining in
Crucible?
Yeah.
PV
Tilting
in like PvP,
your
and
opponents.
Why
it's
do you
just
say that?
frustrating
Why
as
do you say that?
fuck.
I don't know. But
And I
do
don't have a
wanna
lot of
make
the
another call
glaives
out. So
unlocked,
Act
but
one,
I
we were
also
talking
just am
about,
awful
when
about
you're
getting,
going
like,
to the dreadnought, it's peeling back the skin is
secondary
when we were just
ammo
looking at this
and
glaive,
holding on to it
they
long
all
enough
follow
to
that
actually
same
make
theme.
it matter.
So right now you have a
So-
big sword or a big stick that's
Getting a
covered in
kinetic
teeth.
one will be
Like,
super fucking nice for me in
cannot-
PvP.
This is my number one thing. When
It
I
still
do
needs
live
green
stream.
ammo, though.
Yeah.
So,
I'm looking forward to that. And,
What?
I couldn't help but notice.
Why are we
obviously,
putting in the
there's a
kinetic
Kinetic
slot?
but it's energy ammo.
new void bow
Fuck
as
off.
well that our guardian here has been using.
I hate this
Can you
glaive.
tell us
It's
a
not the
little bit
only.
about
It's
this
not the
item?
only weapon that
Absolutely.
does that.
Yeah, but I don't use
Adamesis
those other weapons.
Is a void lightweight frame bow.
Well, that's on
This
you.
one's really cool because the origin trait grants charge speed. So dealing damage to enemies and getting final blows will
accuracy,
slowly
that was
just
sad.
lower that charge time. If you're a bow lover and you have always wanted to take something other than Archer's Tempo in the left column,
Yeah.
now's your chance.
Yeah, fair. I have my vault is littered with Archer's Tempo in that first column, so no, I'm really looking forward to that one. What are some roles? I think we've got some repulsor brace action going on, but what are some roles we can look forward to here?
Yeah, you can pair Repulsor Brace with either destabilizing rounds or demoralize. And if you want to take advantage of that origin trait reducing charge time, you can throw a successful warm-up and impulse amplifier on it and have one of the fastest firing bows in the game.
Yeah, honestly, even having just gotten that roll on Exalted Truth like the other weekend on Trials, like I cannot wait to go ahead and take it out for a spin with this bow.
the timing is impeccable too. Like last week on I think Reddit, there was a post about legendary bows. I don't use them very often, etc. But folks were going into the Nightfall with Monarch. the
Yeah.
Monarch. And I'm like, oh, here's a new void bow that goes with the artifact.
Yeah.
That has all these cool perks. Maybe you'll have a new thing to use in Nightfalls when the sidearm comes around next week. Chat, yes, the sidearm is next week. Don't worry. But yeah.
It's awesome. And so, in addition to those, obviously Dylan mentioned there's a sidearm. What is the other? I think there's two more that we haven't covered yet.
Yeah, so there's a sidearm, a submachine gun, and a fusion rifle.
Exciting.
The sidearm is one of our first heavy burst sidearms in a bit, and it's got bolt shot on it, which, given how quick sidearms reload, is pretty fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you can also get sword logic on it as well.
Yeah.
It's always a fun option.
Yeah. Seriously,
So
I
when
can't
you
wait.
say heavy burst sidearm, is that a 2-shot?
2-shot.
Got it.
Yeah, it's going to be powerful. Again, I can already hear it ringing out, I'm sure, in my Trials matches. But we also have, there's a new fusion rifle. Oh, here, actually, we got the sidearm up on screen. Let's hang out here for a second and just take a look.
I do like the
God,
look of that a
Art's
lot.
just so good. I can't get over it.
Yeah, the design is really cool.
That's
and
nice.
the glow actually gets a little bit brighter as you stack up the Origin trait, which is fun.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
sick.
super cool, actually. In addition to that, I know we were talking a little bit before the show as well. There's a new fusion rifle in store that sounds pretty terrifying if you're going up against us. Can you tell us a little bit about what's in front of us right now?
Yeah, so Afterlight is another weapon that really benefits from that charge rate boost. And it's got a couple of fun options for DPS with that. If you're willing to put in a lot of work, Ambitious Assassin Reservoir Burst with that Origin trait will stack up in a couple shots and will do really, really high DPS until you lose Reservoir Burst.
Of course, yeah.
And if you're looking for something simpler, you can always do Lead from Gold and Vorpal weapon.
True. Yeah.
This version of the weapon is one of the heretical arsenal versions too. So if you're going into the expert difficulty of Court, you can get some of these to drop as you're playing with your friends. It has the 2 perks in each column, and then it has the extra Origin trait from King's Fall, narratively tied in. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sandbox team, for the cool stuff.
As
Thank
always.
you, Sandbox team, for the cool stuff.
Yeah.
But then also on top of that, you have your Tome of Want. So if you're just looking for rolls, trying to get more of the sidearm, the fusion, etc., these will be additions. You go and you get your slabs from the chests or doing the activity, and then you can use it in the court to get more drops, or you can actually go into Nether or go into Crucible or whatever and have a couple of those extra drops come in too.
Very exciting, yeah. And it's like, I don't know, I was getting like mini Plan C vibes from that one. Like, I'm super excited to see how I can work that one in. So the sandbox is always obviously rather going to be enriched by some new legendary weapons, but our good friend, the Barrow Dyad, is going to have some new additions to their perks as well this time around. For anyone out there like myself who's gone ahead and added that to their loadouts recently, what are some of the updates we can expect there?
Yeah, so Barrow Dyad is getting 2 new Catalyst perks in Act 2, with 2 more coming later. And some of the fun options there are 1 for all and target lock. Not many exotics have like damage perks on their Catalyst, but this one you can really alter your play style.
Yeah, I feel like target lock is almost made for that one. It's going to be super exciting to take that one out for a spin.
I'm going to be excited to see what Maven comes up with as a build video.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shout out, Maven. Thank you very much for all your build videos. Can't wait to see some more, obviously, along the way.
And sorry,
Yeah,
it'll
you have
be
to do this without
Catalyst go
dying.
live on
Triumph.
Tuesday next week on the 11th, and then we have 2 more coming in Act 3.
Cool. Okay.
Not that I'm
So
surprised
still
by
more to
that.
unlock, but obviously Barrow Dyad's potential is starting to really continue to build,
And
obviously.
if you haven't gotten it, that exotic.
And there's already a
shout out to
flawless
our
for
affiliate
the
designers,
for
Ice
the
Away. And
Nether,
if you
so
have
you
Yeah.
some
know.
problems
Yeah.
with like kind of insects and holes and stuff, it's a little creepy. So be prepared. But
And actually, okay, we're taking a look at Barrow Dyad here really quickly. This is one where if the Guardians out there haven't had a chance to get their hands on it, as Dylan mentioned, the Exotic Quest is live right now, but coming next week, we've got 2 more catalysts that'll be hitting. So looking forward to expand that. And actually, while we're here in menu, we'd be remiss if we didn't take a look at our friendly neighborhood artifact as well. As has been the case with the Act, our artifacts have continued with another, or expanded, pardon me, with another row. Can you tell us a little bit about what we got? We only got 5, so I vote we go ahead and just dive in and check them all out.
Yeah, absolutely. So the primary theme for this one is trace rifles with a secondary theme of like element matching. So in the left column, you have Overload trace rifles as a new anti-champ option.
I like that
And then
Act
we have a
3 is in
trace
like
rifle perk, Beam Medic,
what, 3
where rapid
weeks?
trace rifle final blows
It's
heal both you
kind
and
of
nearby allies.
crazy.
That's how
This
quick
is a
Act
fun
2
thing to
is?
pair with the new detonator beam perk.
Apparently,
which
they're saying
promotes
Act 3
multiple
releases in 18 days and 22 hours.
What
So-
the fuck?
Like, I'm already imagining how I'm gonna get Microcosm back
Yeah.
on the loadout. Honestly, already, like I cannot
That's
wait.
fucking
Good
wild.
news for you, skipping
Which
ahead
means we
to
only
the
get
fourth
2
column
weeks
perk,
of
harsh
Act
reduction.
2.
Yeah.
Trace rifles do more damage
Well,
to
stream,
targets
buckle up.
with
It'll be a lot of
debuffs that
Destiny
match
for
their
2
element
weeks.
type. And this is always on for
I was gonna
Microcosm.
say, all right, so kinetic is.
It's
gonna
either
be
going to
very
be
hamper in that
a
case.
lot of Destiny or it's
can't
going to be
wait.
really fucking short.
Any others that we want to look at before we go along? I know we have.
And I
a-
think we know
I'm
which one it's
expecting
going
the
to be.
latter.
Yeah,
So
same.
for
Yep.
Sadly.
Microcosm, if you want to just
I
really
miss just
double
the
down on that,
heavy
limit break
dump
is the 5th column
of,
perk,
um,
and it will get you increased super
of just
damage when
Destiny
you are either
content and
critically
being able to
wounded and you
grind
cast
away at it for
only on an
days and
elemental buff that
days.
matches your super type.
And actually, while we're
Hi,
here,
Dom.
I'll just
Thank
take
you
a
for the
look at
resub.
what awaits us in the third column as well.
51 months.
So the third column
Jesus.
is a new artifact perk that will help you get more access to elemental pickups like tangles or fire sprites. Rapid
It's a
fire
lot
blows with
trace
a kinetic
rifle.
weapon or a weapon that matches your equipped super will, grant you one of those.
Perfect.
And it can be boosted by the Tome of One.
Very exciting. All right, so our trace rifles are really going to go ahead and get a lot of additional mileage here. It looks like, honestly.
I got to give a shout out to our icon artists too. So like Prometheus lens is my favorite trace. Like laser tag weekend, some people just immediately melt and they're like, oh God. But that was a really fun
I was going to
time
say, you were not
Destiny.
one of those. Yeah.
Oh, I was so excited. We had Urk at the time
Ooh,
reached
we're
out and asked, "Can we
eligible for
put
our
Prometheus
loot."
lens on Xur?" And I was like, "Why would you do that?" Yes. But yeah, with these perks, I'm gonna go out and burn down the world with Prometheus lens. Like Microcosm, I'll pull out for the boss DPS, but just for like running through court, running through Nether, I'm gonna be like, let's burn some stuff.
That's right. I'll have your back. I'll have the Microcosm. You take Prometheus lens. It's going to be a terrible day to be Hive or taken for a
Sure.
little while.
Hit me up on Discord, and then I'll ignore you for another week. And then
As always. I don't. Well, that's right. That hurts still. Okay. It's right in front of all of our guardians. Okay. So while we're also checking out the artifact, we've got. We tease at the top of the show. We're gonna do some Act 3 teases as well. Can you give us a tease a little, or what the theme rather of what that last row is going to be?
Yeah, so the primary theme is rockets. We have a new perk that will help you clear rockets without needing to reload or spend ammo. And then there's a secondary theme of Shroud with a new way to access Woven Mail.
Okay, very exciting. I cannot wait to go ahead and just dust off my rocket launchers too. Honestly, I still have my Apex Predator sitting around, and that one's been waiting for its time to shine. So I think this is that moment.
Interesting.
And outside of the artifact, there are going to be new things to play, right?
Yeah, we're going to have refreshes to the Nether and Court in terms of new bosses, new combatants. If you're familiar with the pressure events from Act 1, the blights you have to destroy, there's new and devious versions of those that are coming.
Thank you for the
to Nether.
subprime,
And then in Act
Tarmac.
3, our featured
Or the
activity
prime
is
sub.
going to be the return of
But
the
thank you,
Sunless
thank you.
Dominatory.
Welcome to the adventuring party.
Guardians who remember their fond Destiny 1 days of having that
How's it
huge
going?
batch of thralls running at you up the bridge. Now's the chance to check that out. But actually, we were talking before the show. Probably not going to be Alacool.
Yeah, Nico was mentioning. So Alacool was down in the deep, dark dungeon hole, and then became a light hive, the guardian hive. What do we
Light
call
bears?
it? Yeah, well, it was
He's
light
the
bear, and then it was
light
like
The Lucent Hive.
Alatool is
There's
what you
the
called
name.
it. And I cringed.
Cool.
Yeah,
It's
But,
creativity's a process, everyone.
So with the Lightblade Ascending being in the Throne World doing their own thing, who
In
is
French,
the
they
next
actually
one
named
to sell
him
that? That's
Alec
something
Tool,
we'll find out
which
in
is
Act
stupid.
3 in April.
Yeah, very exciting. We'll have a chance to check that
I
out. And actually,
love
Dylan,
that
while
for
I've got
you.
you
Uh-oh.
on the spot, in addition to
Act
obviously
3,
all the
there's
stuff that'll be
someone
happening
in the
Act 2,
Sunless
Guardian
Cell.
Games is going to be making its triumphant return as
I
well.
don't like that.
So let me get my handy dandy
Don't
notebook
like that.
here. Replaced the big one with the little tiny one. It looks like I take notes now.
He's like he's a reporter out on the beat.
Yeah, so Guardian Games starts next week.
Yeah.
March 11th, right at Reset alongside Act 2. For folks
Guardian
that don't know what Guardian
Games!
Games is, we invite our
Okay.
Hunters, Titans, and
Titan
Warriors
Armor is
to battle it out
looking
and see,
cool.
well, who's better.
Yeah, it is.
We have a celebration in the tower. It's all decorated, and we'll have a ton more detail in the tweet on Thursday, so tune in for that. But I just have a couple teases of we have a
Please.
you put it best, bite-sized boss.
They're all looking pretty good,
So
honestly.
it's not going to be
Yeah,
like a court.
they all look
it's
good.
not gonna be like
Titan's
a
my
Pantheon.
favorite, but I like
Now
them
we
all.
have a challenge of, hey,
Mhm.
go in, burn down some bosses, get as many points as you can, and then you can get some new rewards.
Yeah.
So when it comes to rewards,
Yes.
we have some really cool armor. This is going to be Eververse. You can earn it for free through Bright Dust. So go in and do your seasonal challenges, do your Pathfinders. There are going to be some weekly bounties that get Bright Dust. And you can see that we're going with more of a gladiator theme, where previous it was like, let's go into sports, let's go into these things. Now it's like, hey, gladiators, you're going to go in. You're
I
going
do really like the Hunter's cloak.
Yeah,
Like, at least for the hood part, I love the laurels.
Yes, me too.
Class item to engage with the event as well.
That's right.
So,
Okay, yeah.
the Hunter is holding our new premier legendary weapon that's going to be coming out.
Right.
And now I pass it off to Morgan because
Me?
there's some really cool perk rolls that you can get on there.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have the Arc Trace Rifle and Iron Banner, which has more of a PvP focus. This one has more of a PvE focus to go along with the, boss slaying theme.
Yep.
It's got some fun perks in the left column, including Overflow and Triple Tap and Eddy Current, if you just want to double down on the Arc perks. And it's got our new Detonator Beam and Jolting Feedback alongside Rolling Storm as well.
Okay, this one's going to be a lot of fun. Oh my gosh.
Does it have a jolt shot too?
I don't think it has Jolt Shot.
Okay. But just like you can go in and do almost every single arc verb with this thing, depending on your role. So better you do in the activity, the more perks you can get on these things. So double perks in each column. And then we have some returning weapons for Guardian Games as well.
Yeah, Hullabaloo is coming back. That is the heavy grenade launcher that shoots the 3 waves. It is getting the new Rolling Storm perk, which is obviously really fun on a weapon that can clear ads so quickly.
Yeah.
And I personally like pairing that with Demolitionist, so you have a easier access to something that lets you discharge bolt charge as well.
Yeah.
And then it's got Envious and Cascade Point as well, which is a fun roll from last year.
Very nice. Yeah, my dad's a big Hullabaloo fan. He's got one with.
Hey, thank you for the gifted sub,
Devious
Tomac.
against all doesn't stand against us, so I cannot wait to see this one in the
I
wild.
appreciate that.
We also have Taraxipos, the Strand Scout Rifle returning. It's getting the new perks Lone Wolf
Okay.
and Tear. Lone Wolf explosive rounds is Devious in the Crucible.
I was just having so much fun too. How can you do this to me? No, I'm gonna get one of my own. Who am I kidding? Yeah.
And of course, we have the title coming back, and it will still have Repulsor Brace destabilizing rounds, but it's also getting Recycled Energy and Demoralize, End to the Pain.
Demoralize is like my favorite perk name from this episode because it's legitimately like, oh, you're all weakened now, baby. Let's go to work. But title is going to be great. I've been trying to get that for the last couple of years with a good perk roll, and now there's a bunch of really cool stuff to get on it.
Yeah. So there's obviously a decent amount of stuff to go ahead and be chasing down in game between the new armor, the new trace rifle, and obviously the refreshed rolls. But Dylan, as well, I'd love to put you on the spot. There's going to be stuff out of game available to Guardians as well.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what's available there.
Yeah, every year we have a Bungie Rewards component. So big shout out to Natalie, our rewards team. But we have a really cool jersey that we're going to be offering this year. So go in, do your triumphs, earn your title, and then you can earn this really sweet jersey.
Yeah.
So there are going to be a couple other things that you can go in and get as well.
It's all right.
I think you and I were talking about, hey, you go to a Sounders game and now you can have a fellow Titan or a Hunter show up and be like, hey, so Warlocks are pretty nerdy, right? So
why are you here at a Sounders game instead of reading a book?
Yeah, right.
That's my.
We
thing,
also
never.
have a sample here in the studio. This is a large, just for folks that want to see it.
Huge
Really
again,
cool.
shout out to Natalie. Getting one of these early, huge win. So huge thanks to our community.
2025 Guardian Games.
Yeah.
Looks really good on the back.
That's so cool.
Thank you for my fashion corner.
You know what? You've got more on the way, but we can also tease that later. But no, really cool to get to see one of those in person as well. All right, so now as we've obviously had a chance to dive in, with a little bit of what is to arrive in Act 2, we've got some Act 3 teases for you as well. And so we'd like to take an opportunity here to welcome 2 new folks to the couch that we have magically brought in. We'll go ahead and start with the fine individual to my left, who you may have met by way of some of our Bungie Vidocs in the past, or if you work here, she's brandishing a small bottle of teeth. Yes, actually teeth, at you during our team's meetings. I'd like to introduce the one and only Nix Kinney, a producer here at Bungie. Nix, how's it going?
Hey, Andy, it's going. You owe me. No, happy to be here. Super surprised that you asked me to be live.
No, of course. Glad you could join us. For anyone that may not have met you by way of our Vidocs and is just meeting you for the first time, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what it is you do here?
Yeah, I'm a producer here at Bungie, and I've produced a number of teams from activity design, free roam lost sectors, strikes, to world art, palette lighting, skies, VFX, and most recently our sandbox weapons team with Morgan, who was just here, and my production darling, Rigger 9.
That's right. We will. That
No
is a
more
Charlie
again,
Brown
not more
issue
gun.
for now, because we're going to introduce that in just a moment, I promise. But of course, we're going to go ahead and make sure and
Same thing.
introduce right next to her, Rodney Thompson, the senior design lead here at Bungie. Rodney, how's it going?
Doing great. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you so much. That's so nice. Anyone who may not have had a chance to meet you or doesn't get a chance to work with you here at Bungie, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Sure. I've been at Bungie for about 10 years. I'm a designer, and I'm the sandbox craft lead. And additionally, I've been the team lead for the Charlie Brown redacted team that Nix just mentioned.
Very exciting. We've got some cool stuff to check out. Now, actually, Dylan, you and I were talking a little bit about this. There's going to be a new event arriving with Act 3.
Yeah, this event is free to all players. It's going to offer something for lower skill for folks that maybe want to start getting into some endgame content, and then it's also going to offer some things of higher difficulty. I don't want to steal too much thunder.
Oh, no, of course.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's tee it up.
Yeah, that allows us a chance to introduce it. Rodney, would you like to do the honors of introducing
The Rite of the
Okay.
Nine. Yes.
Rite of the Nine?
So Rite of the Nine is our new event that we've been working on.
So that's where the
We're excited
9
about this.
stuff that we've been
It
getting.
is a limited
Yeah.
event that features our dungeons. 3 of our dungeons that are part of this event. That's going to be Prophecy, of course, because of the 9 associations, but also Spire of the Watcher and Ghost of the Deep.
Simple enough.
So these 3 dungeons, we've seen a lot of reaction,
Okay.
positive reaction to the contest modes for our new dungeons as they've come out. And we were thinking, you know, what would it be like if we were able to go back to our older dungeons and experience that kind of level of challenge and see how things play out in, you know, these older dungeons. with
Nah,
some
I'm good.
tweaks and some tuning and some additional modifiers and things like that to really like bring the challenge up to kind of contest mode levels, right? So we're like, okay, we got this great, you know, set of dungeons. Let's really put the screws to our players and see what they can do in a hard, you know, mode for these dungeons.
Yeah.
But then at the same time,
Nah, you don't have
we were
to.
like, well,
We're fine
you know,
with what
a lot
it
of these
is.
dungeons, you know, there's a lot of players out there that haven't gotten to experience them because they can be pretty intimidating. They are, you know, mechanically a little more intense. They don't do a lot of hand holding in the activity. And, you know, they often require, or at least, you know, incentivize you to play with other players, right? So we were thinking, like, what if we could take this event as an opportunity to introduce these classic dungeons to, you know, a whole new audience by way of what we're calling Explorer mode. And so basically we've got new stuff at the top end in Ultimatum mode. We've got new stuff for players, or new opportunities for players to learn the dungeons in Explorer mode. And then we have Eternity mode, which is sort of aimed at our middle-of-the-road experienced dungeoneers. So we've kind of got something for everybody.
Excellent, awesome. Well, we've got stuff to actually show live out here.
Interesting.
Tell you what, why don't you guys tell us just a little bit about where we're at right now?
Sure. So this is the social space for the event. Eagle-eyed veterans might notice that this is the third Spire social space. It was originally used for the Trials of the Nine PvP event. But it's been a while. It's been since year one since you could go to this space. So we're bringing it back.
Oh, this is
for,
Spire.
The Rite of the Nine event. You can see off in the distance there as our brave/reckless guardian runs off into the horizon. You can see, there we go.
It's a death button intrepid one at that, so.
You can see the Spire of the Watcher tower off in the distance. That's indicating that during the week that we have this set for, Spire is the featured dungeon. So there's going to be one of these three dungeons featured during each week of the event on a sort of rolling basis.
Okay, So we're obviously this is a familiar face as well. What are some of the things we're going to be able to get up to?
We
here?
got the
Thank you,
envoy.
Gemini. We appreciate the introduction.
So the emissary is our vendor.
Hey, how's it going, ma'am?
Offers you quests, bounties, rewards, a wide variety of things to do during the event. Like I say, it's all dungeon focused, but we're going to be leading you into those dungeons and giving you rewards for beating them on the various difficulty
That's
levels.
good to hear.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, I believe I see some weaponry here in the background.
Yes.
What are we looking at here?
So, for the
I've been
of the weapons from each of the featured dungeons and given them a big revamp. We've redone their perk pools, introduced perks that
There's been a lot of shit going
since
on.
the dungeon was released, and put those into these weapons and really given them a good juicing up as far as like the perks that are available. And what you're sort of seeing here is the ability to attune to these various weapons, just like you could during Into the Light with the light weapons, so that if there's a particular one of these that you really are hunting a certain role, you can attune to it, get more drops of that weapon during the course of the event.
Very exciting. Okay. Looks like we see some fans obviously in the house here. So we've got, as you were mentioning, you know, Ultimatum mode. We can go ahead and talk a little bit about later. But as we noticed, Spire the Watchers here. Nyx, can you tell us a little bit about Explore mode and how you guys kind of built that and what that process was like?
Yeah, playtesting for Explorer mode was truly so cute because it required us to find people in studio who had never played dungeons before. And that means we sourced folks from all corners, all levels, and made them equal in the name of a dungeon. So it was really great to see them go through our dungeons and having us tune it so that by the end of our playtest series, I think they just grew into folks who were really quite adept at dungeons. And I want to say can go on to even solo them if they wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great starting point. You know, I think we were talking a little bit before the show, but you know, Explore mode obviously grants the opportunity one to just learn, to just go ahead and kill the proverbial fires in the dungeon, figure out how arc attrition works, which we can see here in just a second. But you know, for folks like myself who do really enjoy running dungeons, and you know, I've only soloed one dungeon, but if I wanted to go ahead and really get all of my strats ready for a solo, maybe a solo flawless run if I'm lucky enough, this seems like a great way to approach that.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, they're in the Explorer mode.
It's almost like a training ground.
Some tool tips, so that'll give you some idea of how to navigate these puzzles and also some waypointing.
I've seen like a few people playing it, but I haven't really looked into it
there's
too
a lot
much
of,
myself.
minutia to always find in these, and it may not always be obvious which way to go. And so you guys, like we were talking about before the show, you actually built some new tech to help kind of establish those breadcrumb trails for the Guardians.
It could be interesting.
All right, we're about to dive on in actually here as well, but very briefly as well as we go ahead and prepare to land, a brief touch on ultimatum mode as well. What are some of
I'll
the
keep
key
it
differences
in mind
between
for sure.
those two experiences?
Sure. So while Explorer Mode, of course, is aimed at people who have maybe not as familiar with the dungeons or never really given them a shot, Ultimatum Mode is for players who are familiar with the dungeons and are used to a high level of play. So they're going to be our most challenging. They're going to be at sort of a power level equivalent of contest mode. Cool. So you're going to be facing tougher enemies. And then we're also using some activity modifiers to sort of craft the experience and make it a little more challenging, but also just give you a little bit, require you to make a few decisions before you go into the dungeon or before you go into an encounter that you wouldn't otherwise necessarily be thinking about. So for example, we're using the not swap activity modifier, which basically means you need to keep one exotic equipped for the duration of an encounter. That's just sort of a way of saying, like, okay, we need you to really focus on thinking about this encounter and figuring out how you're going to tackle the challenges associated with it. And then both Eternity Mode and Ultimatum Mode are scored on a per encounter basis. So the higher your score in that encounter, the better the loot drop is going to be. You'll get double perks in different columns and things like that. Very awesome. That's all based on deaths. So instead of being based on kills or number of damage phases or things like that, it's basically getting through the encounter with fewer deaths gets you a higher score.
Yeah, be as alive as possible.
Exactly, right. So what we're really challenging you to do here is we're challenging you to go into this harder mode and not just execute, but also execute in a way that gets you a higher score, gets you better rolls, and of course in the Ultimatum Mode, you'll be getting adept versions of the weapons.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
So when you say adept,
Yes.
I mean, are they just adept, or do they have any special treatment, you might say?
Well, they are in fact adept in name and in functionality, but also they have the new treatment. So all of our weapons have a new visual treatment to them that has 9 iconography on them, and let's see here. Yeah, we got some that are coming up right now.
That's
so
pretty
this
cool.
is a great example of a sort of baseline drop of New Pacific Epitaph that has the new visual treatment. You can see the 9 iconography on it, and you can also see like it's got the color palette at base for it. So all of our weapons that will drop during this event will have a new visual treatment. It'll also have the new event-exclusive origin perk, which is Gravity Well. This will drop on all weapons that drop during the event, and is only available in Rite of the Nine. So
That's cool.
Be exclusive to this event.
That's really cool.
And then I think Guardians out there, we've referred to them as holofoils in the past. So as you're going in, you're doing the harder difficulty, you're earning these adepts. They're going to have the animated holofoil, giving that galaxy background.
Yeah.
Super cluster currency. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I actually went and earned this really dope loot, and I did it in a way where I got my god rolls.
I wonder if that's
Somebody's still
used in the
brave- or
beginning,
rather-
like when we
rather
were at
proudly wears his
the
Brave Arsenal as much as he can.
social area to buy the weapons and
cannot
stuff.
wait, to go ahead and dive into this. So actually as well, now that we're in Explore Mode checking it out, Rodney, could you tell us some of the key differences, key changes you all made to make this a more accessible experience for new Guardians?
Sure. So one of the things you'll note is that we're using the in-world tooltips to teach you some of the mechanics. So this is something we've seen used in the Nether and in other places in the game so far, and we're continuing to expand that out as a teaching mechanism. So as you are playing through Ultimatum Mode, you'll see these tooltips come up, and we have them all over the place anytime a new new mechanic gets introduced.
Got it.
And it basically is a way to, in-world, see, like, okay, this is how this mechanic works. We're also using waypoints. Here's a great example of one of our teaching waypoints that sort of shows you, hey, here's where the path is supposed to go, and kind of direct you in a lot of the places where there are, not as obvious paths through the dungeon, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like those tooltips and waypoints, we're using those in the encounters to teach you the mechanics. And we do that like the first time you see it, so that later in the dungeon, when you are encountering that mechanic again, you'll have already learned it, and you can take your time and read the tooltips, execute the mechanic at your own pace. One of the things we've done is we've removed darkness phases, and we've reduced the the revive timer down to 5 seconds in Explorer mode.
Very nice.
So that there is no real penalty for failure.
Okay.
So if you're just trying to learn the mechanics and you go in and you want to look at the tooltips and follow the waypoints at your own pace, and
That could be a good way to like train for soloing a dungeon.
Absolutely.
I think one of the things we've
Yeah,
seen
like
is
it's
that,
exactly how I look at it. Is
challenge
like
with a
this is a
dungeon,
training
in
ground.
addition to the
Yeah.
mechanics and the combat challenge, a lot of it is just.
It's also a nice way, like,
you
you
have
know,
to
when we
sort
get
of
people
learn
in
at
for
a
the
fast
first time, like,
pace,
for example, like,
So what we're
we
trying to
just
do
got my
here is
husband
make it so
in,
you can
you
kinda
know,
learn at your own pace,
helping
so
teach
that
him the
once you're
dungeons as well, so
comfortable with
he's
these
not
mechanics,
like,
then you can jump into either Eternity mode.
I don't know, that way he
or
feels like he knows
whatever
what
with
he's
other
doing
players
and not just
know
like
the mechanics
following our
because
lead and
you've
just
not been
relying on us.
sort
Because
of
I know,
pressured
Yeah.
for
to
example, Dan
execute
like
perfectly the very
likes
first
to
time.
figure
Yeah,
this
in
stuff
that
out.
first
He likes
encounter,
to
so you're
experience
balancing
it.
nodes in a circuit
So-
breaker to open the door.
Yeah.
And,
Which is
the waypoints
completely
are
fair.
breadcrumbs. So
Yeah.
it's like hit the first circuit and then you see a waypoint for the next in explore
Yeah.
mode. So
Yeah.
your ad clear aficionados, they are now learning or being given the opportunity to learn, oh, this is actually how this pathing works. This is how this mechanic works. So when you bring them in, or when I bring you in, like,
So why did you stare right at me when you were talking about ad clear
Yeah, right.
aficionados?
but yeah, it's like when you bring them in through the difficulties of the mode, then it's like, oh, hey, you remember where those waypoints were? You were able to memorize it. You have this like memory. Now you can come in and execute at a higher level. It's
Wait,
pretty
that's a
simple.
thing?
Yeah.
Here's actually a good example of one of our
Those
sharing
things come up as
mechanics that we've introduced.
platforms?
So basically, we hear a lot of people say like, "Oh, I want to take my friends." to
Seems
the
like
dungeon
it.
that have never been before. A lot of these traversal sections can be really challenging. So
Yeah, see, the fact that I'm
in,
always in
this
first
dungeon,
place
so
going
Launcher, for
in on the
example,
in the
once
dungeon
one
ones, I
player
never
gets
see that shit.
to sort of the midpoint of this traversal section.
To be
we
fair,
have
like,
these
I
helper
wouldn't have waited
platforms
that long
rise
to move
up
up myself,
below,
so
that a player who's maybe struggling a
I
little
didn't
bit
know
with
that was a thing
section
either.
can follow along and continue to make progress.
Because it sounds like something they just
even
added.
though they may not have been able to execute
From what they're saying.
Yeah. Even a Warlock
Yeah.
can make it through.
even.
I'm throwing shade. Guardian Games is coming up. I gotta go ahead and get my jabs where
They
I can.
excuse the fuck out of you. Warlocks are the ones who always make the fucking jumps.
I love
Players
him.
Going through this, like, we have
They're
a bunch
my
of rewards,
favorite
not just
person
for
now.
Explore mode where you're getting the normal drops and all that, but overall through this event.
Sounds like a punk ass bitch.
Yeah.
Fucking
well,
hunter.
You get 5 new
He
emblems.
just knows that hunters
For
are the
you,
best.
there it is. Yeah, collectors get
Just
ready.
throwing the shade
An
for us
earnable,
hunters out there.
Weapon cosmetic and
Weak.
a hoity-toity event exclusive title that you can get from doing some challenging challenges in Ultimatum mode.
Yeah, it's going to require a lot of participation. I think we were talking about before the show. Like, these are not ones you're going to be able to earn right away. It's going to take some time.
Yeah, it's gonna take some blood, some sweat, some tears.
Yeah.
Maybe an ambulance ride, everybody.
On your daily playthroughs, it's like, here are my weapons, but then you have the overarching goal of like emblems for the collectors or the title, so you can show off in the tower like, I'm the dungeon delver.
Yeah.
We don't have the name solidified just yet. But
It's not locked in.
It'll
it's not
come.
locked in.
All right, cool.
It'll be
Well, I'll
fun.
tell you what. Speaking of things we do have locked in, so we've taken a little bit of a look of what's here at Act 3. Dylan, I'm going to go ahead and take this chance to put you on the spot. Starting very soon, or if not recently, Moments of Triumph are back as well.
So, I mean, we just walked through. Sorry, I just put that down. So,
That was very authoritative.
Nice.
yeah, we just walked through like, here's what's coming in Act 2, here's what's coming in Act 3, and then here's what's coming with Ride of the Nine later in Act 3. Right now, if you're
Okay.
so inclined, Moments of Triumph just started, like, what, an hour ago, 2 hours ago?
Yeah.
We have some cool rewards that you can earn as you're prepping up for the
Okay.
next acts, as you're getting ready for what's to come. Cool cosmetic ghost. There's going to be a sparrow that's going to be really fun to earn.
Nice. Actually, I think we can take a look at those really quickly
yeah.
as well. There we go. All right, there we go. There.
Oh, that's so
So
cute.
with Moments of Triumph every year, we basically celebrate the previous year of content.
Not so much
for
fun.
players to go back in,
And they're nice,
try
but
and, get some of these things done.
not so
See,
much
like,
fun.
Masters
I
and
wouldn't
things like
use
that.
it,
And then
but I
you can
think
earn
it's
some
really
free
cute. It's a
cosmetics in
nice
the game.
nod to like
On top
you
of
know,
that,
the
we also
shonen,
have
like,
our
Japanese
yearly,
stuff.
Bungie Rewards T-shirt.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I think I own
go.
6 of these at this point, maybe 7. But this is the 2024, and
we go.
yes, I'm going to call
take a
this
look.
out for my friend Matt. 2024 because it's the previous year, not 2025.
Yeah.
T-shirt, which is really fun. We have a sample here in the studio. Thank you again, Natalie. Very excited. This, I believe, is a large.
It's a
as
cool
well.
shirt.
Let's make sure.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, large. So basically my size. I'm 6'1".
Yep. There we go.
But yeah,
Ugh.
you can get your customization
Don't
on the
do
sleeve
that.
of your gamer tag or your player name.
That
And
poor
then when
audio
you're
tech
walking
back there's
around
like, brother,
in the,
stop.
outside world, people can see for
It's the
near
second
viewer.
time he's done it, and
Do
every
it
time,
again.
Shout out to
every
individual
time my like
people
eye
who
twitches,
forever
like. Ugh.
walking around my Dead Elite t-shirt
Do it
today.
again.
But, yeah, very
To be
frequently
fair,
you
like,
see
I-
people in their raid jackets, you
At
see
least
people in
how
their
he
Moments
did
of
it was
Triumph t-shirts.
soft enough.
And
But
then
oh
when
my
you
goodness.
purchase any Moments of Triumph related, the t-shirt, the pins, anything like that, there's also a
Stuff
Like these
envelope.
emotes are laughing at me. Fuck off.
So in game, there's a little bit of swag too.
That's really cool. I always love
I
those
like
shirts
the
because it's
in-game
like,
stuff,
going to
the,
a PAX or something, it becomes this like
Those look nice.
Mhm.
secret language where you're looking around and see
Yeah, the
people
emblem
with
is cool.
Bungie Foundation
Mhm.
shirts on or the different Moments of Triumph shirts
Yeah.
on, and you kind of give each other just a nod as you walk through those hallways.
Yeah, so it's like you have your
Dargan.
Sparrow, and then you're going
Thank
through
you for
Riot,
the
it's like,
resub, Dan.
My title in real life, it's like
Yeah.
Yes.
I got my title.
All the
I got my
Dargans.
war vest, I got my t-shirt,
Earned it.
etc.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well, everyone, we have had a very big show today. And so that, I think, about leads us to the conclusion is what I would say if we didn't have just one more thing to share with you. So obviously, we've touched a little bit on some of the stuff that's going to be arriving with Act 3. And we actually
Is
have
there gonna be a
a
trailer?
sneak preview also of a currently in development limited time PvP mode that will be joining Act 3 as well. I vote we go ahead and just throw it up here on
Oh,
screen. Let's take
okay.
a look. Everyone, we'd love to introduce you to Heavy Metal. Heavy Metal
What?
is an opportunity for you to go ahead and take out a team of Drake tanks against a team of Briggs, so you can test to see, you know, whether you're good.
This is gonna be sick!
Barrel of a Brig, but,
Fuck
one that
yes!
just
Let's
PvP's
go!
back on the menu, boys!
Let's go!
Oh, fuck yes.
Like, why do I get one of those?
Fair
And
question.
this is the answer from the development team.
Yeah.
But we had to make it a little competitive.
Oh man.
Guardians have had their Drake tanks since Destiny 2 launched.
Yeah.
They're really fun. Let's see when you get into matchmaking who can come out on top.
This looks so fucking fun.
We're
I
very much
can't
looking
wait.
forward to unleashing upon the community, but as you can tell,
The fact
the
you can
Drake
launch
tanks
your
brings to life
fucking
provide
tank,
pretty
by the
unique
way?
Right.
opportunities that we're looking forward
Like,
to
come on
seeing in
now.
Guardians' hands. But yeah, this one has just been an absolute hoot to see in development, honestly.
Yeah,
They
and
needed
with
to add
Crystal,
that
this
though
is
with
a
how
PvP thing.
maneuverable the
We
Briggs
say
are
competitive,
compared to
but
those
this is a
fucking
goofy,
tanks.
Like, this is fun. You're sitting down on a
Yeah.
Saturday night. You're chilling.
They both have
It's
about
like,
the same,
let's hop in
honestly,
a tank and try to
because
do some
both
360
have
moves
like
while
a
we do,
dash
like,
to them.
boost off of a ramp.
Yeah, we just
Sure,
finished
but
doing
I'm
it.
just
We're
saying, like, I
having
feel
fun
like
here and just having a
the
good time
I want to
together.
go
the
for a movie of the week.
tanks
Why don't
when
I
we
hop into
we
the
have
tank,
played
try
them,
to
it
get a
felt
triple kill?
clunky.
Like,
Chance.
There weren't enough six
With
flips in
specifically
that
like
raid.
just getting your controls. Like once you get used to them, it's pretty okay.
How many
But
360
having the
no
fact that
scopes
if
can
you're
we
just
get into
stuck
this
and you
thing?
can just
We'll
vault
find out.
over something real
Does the
fast,
tank
it's
without a
nice.
scope? I don't think so.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's something we'd be remiss if we didn't take a chance.
Okay.
Sorry, off screen they just did a huge jump as well. But we'd be remiss if we didn't take a chance to show that off to all of you. So that
This is gonna be
for
fun.
real this time concludes
I can't
our
wait for
show.
that.
So huge thank, of course, to Nico, Quentin.
Is that
Morgan,
coming in
to
season
Nix
in
and
Act
Rodney,
2
and
or
of
in
course,
Act
Act
3?
three.
one and only
Okay.
Mr. Dylan Gaffner,
Damn
thank you
it.
for joining us
I mean,
today.
whatever. It's 18 days
Dylan,
away.
we
It's
really
3
appreciate
weeks.
your time. Tell us a little bit more. Sorry.
Thank you for hosting.
It's fun.
I'm also here. But of course, more importantly than even me is our fire team in the back of house. We've got Peyton, Ashley, and of course, my compatriot in social media, Mitch, out there helping us go ahead and do the heavy lifting behind the scenes. Thank you a ton for joining us as always. To the crew here in house that puts on the show and has to deal with the likes of me, thank you all so much for your time. We really appreciate all of your help. And
So
of
Act
course,
2 is starting next
before-
week,
we'll
and
also
it's gonna be
point
basically
Ashley
just 2
Wall to go
weeks
ahead and stick around for just a little bit longer
before we get
because
Act
before we
3.
conclude the show,
Yep.
we're going to go ahead and raid Bergen's Star. So do us a huge favor.
We're
stick around for a
assuming
little bit,
it's a very
join the
short
raid,
act
give them
rather than a very
follow,
jam-packed
and
one.
tell us
Mhm.
hello. We'd appreciate that. So today we covered a lot. We went through the activities coming with Act 2.
So either they're gonna
the
compact
continuation
all
of
the
their
stuff
Quest
in
lines,
1
so
week
you'll
of
have to
content
start with the
release,
sandbox,
or
to
we're
go
just gonna
look at
have
Act
1 week
3.
with like an hour of content.
There was a lot for this one, everyone. So of course, more than anything, we know you all are very busy.
Honestly, if
Appreciate
they're
being able to
time gating
thank
with
you all so
Act
much
2 and it's only 2
We
weeks,
appreciate
I
it.
don't see the point.
It's always a lot of fun to get to put these on. But
'Cause there's
so much
usually,
fun to
like,
show up. So thank you. So,
You know, a
in the
few
meantime,
weeks
from all of us here and all
of
of you out
space
there,
between acts,
take care of yourselves,
like between the
take care
end
of
of
each other,
the
and
story
be
for
safe.
one act and the next one. So, and I feel like it's especially because of the fact that they can't have Act 3 run for 4 fucking months.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the next DLC is coming out in June. Act 3 is coming out in March. Like, that leaves, like, fucking April and May and we don't know when in June it's supposed to be coming out, but like 2 fucking months left for one act. It's a bit like, you know.
All right.
While hopping on Moments of Triumph sounds fun, I'm thinking to stick to the plan and do the demo. Just kind of like I was saying, I kind of want to be able to like sleep before D&D tonight.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna close out the Bungie live stream. Sorry guys, the music is leaving. And I'm gonna boot up Fellowship, and while Fellowship is booting up, I'm gonna run to the restroom.
Hey, you wanna know what's fun? I didn't get any notification about the fucking emblem. Oh, because I'm only 53% of the way to getting the emblem. Excuse you?
Oh no.
I've been watching the entire fucking way through, and I'm at 53% of 15 minutes. What?
That doesn't make sense.
No, it does not. They better fucking fix that shit.
Wow.
That better be fucking fixed.
Okay, hold on one second. Oh, it's all closed for maintenance, bud.
Fellowship?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, when I go into select a region, it
I
says
can't
closed
even
for
see
maintenance.
it in the Twitch category. Cool.
Well,
Do
we're
they
not-
have like a Twitter or something?
I don't know. I can look into it real quick. Let me pull it tab.
And I'm pulling it up on my phone.
I mean, all fails moments of triumph.
I guess.
Okay, let's see.
Oh.
Shit.
Hey, it's not a maintenance.
Oh, did they take it down after now that the fest is over?
57 minutes ago, the Fellowship public playtest (parenthesis demo) has officially ended.
That sucks that they didn't leave it up after. That sucks they didn't leave it up.
So they said yesterday that today at 1 p.m. Pacific time, they would bring the servers down for maintenance. And then 57 minutes ago, they said the demo is ended.
See, right here it says we have a big surprise. We decided to have the public playtest demo available until 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, they messed that up. And because the post before it on March 3rd said 10 p.m. Oh, that's disappointing.
That's fucking bullshit.
Dan, did you get to try it with Kitty? I know it was on Kitty's list as well to try. I'm really sad we didn't get to try this.
It sounded like a lot of fun.
Damn. Well, I guess I'm uninstalling.
Yep.
Did you ever install Ediagard?
What?
Did you install Ediagard?
I don't think so.
Okay, that was the one that was like the shape-shifting one in the Scandinavian and Sami folklore. Well,
Moments of triumph, I guess. You can feel the excitement in my voice.
All right, let me get the game launch and I will edit my Okay, while Destiny loads, I'm gonna run to the restroom.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'll be right back.
This is the demo for Chromagon 2. I've not even heard of it. Let me see. Chromagon 2 Die Hard. Puzzle thing, not what I would expect from the name. Kind of feels like a Portal vibe to me. Let's see. I think to learn more about the demo, does it say how long it runs for? Doesn't look like it. It could be fun. As for the Marvel Rivals discussion, I've tried it personally. It was full of sweats. I played like 2 matches and I uninstalled. Okay, well, moments of triumph. Here we come. I was playing with friends. And like while we're playing against bots, it was alright. As soon as we got against other players, just sweat everywhere. Nothing but sweats all the time. Why is my game so fucking quiet? Oh, because I turned it way the fuck down. Turn it back up. Yeah, the only thing I'm gonna say then about tonight, which is gonna be at the very beginning, is this Kate told me you've been like keeping an eye on Siobhan. She's about to have a surprise. That's all I'm gonna say. So Moments of Triumph are up. Ah, there we go. Alright, well, that's already 6 triumphs done. So I have the Sparrow. Okay. Need to get the Elder Revenant, I guess, as a boss in Salvation. There's still some secret stuff. I'm guessing the secret stuff is Act 2. So we do this one. I need 4, so that's 1. Technically 2. That's doable. Could always run the Enigma protocol. Try it out. And then next week, more stuff available. So you don't need to do raids to get the title, Moments of Triumph. That's good. Morgan, where the fuck you at?
Okay, so
The H goes after the B for Siobhan.
I have heard about the new Phasma update.
I've
Phasma.
seen the picture they tweeted. That's it.
Okay, so Rob, how long do you want to
Yes.
do Moments of Triumph for? Because I also have things I have to go do today, and I know you said you wanted to sleep.
Well, if you look at the triumphs, there's not a lot.
Oh, I'm not in yet.
Uh,
So.
Yeah. I already have the Sparrow.
You already
because
have
they're
the
retro-
Sparrow?
They're retroactive.
Okay.
So complete Zero Hour, complete the Whisper, 5th way set in any hostile activity. Find Kate stashes, reset your rank with Banshee. Like complete 14 triumphs to get the shell. I already had that pre-unlocked. Like everything is retroactive. And it's possible to get the title without doing any raid. So, But Kate, not Cade. Yes, you have to find Kate's caches on the tower. Come on, Morgan.
Dude, I'm waiting for it to load my character.
We're waiting for you. We're all waiting for you.
So, are you good if we do an hour and then we call it done?
Yeah, I mean, we can try and do the fucking Enigma protocol.
The what? The Discord's fucking up.
Enigma protocol.
Okay. Are you good if Dan
Always
joins
join.
us?
Hold on one sec. Okay. Sure. He should have access to the... Well... Enigma Protocol is part of the episode he hasn't played. So I don't know if he gets access to it.
Well, we'll find out.
Because
Yeah.
he skipped the episode.
We're playing for about an hour.
Glitter and minis. Glimmer and miniguns. I was gonna say there's no minigun. I don't think there's a minigun in Destiny, but there is technically one minigun, which would be good business. That's about it, really, I think. No, actually, one of the machine guns, the Heir Apparent, is also Gatling. So you got Sweet Business. That's like basically a Gatling. And you have Heir Apparent, that's a Gatling. I don't think Xenophage is a Gatling. Where even is Xenophage? There it is. No, it's only one barrel. So there is 2 miniguns in Destiny. Unless you count the 4th Horseman as also a minigun because the barrels do rotate. Actually, no, I don't think they rotate. You know that it's a fixed. It just fires all 4 basically at the same time.
I got the ghost shell.
Nice.
I need to do 4 more to get the sparrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 miniguns in Destiny. Yep, I have the ghost and the sparrow.
Complete all of failsafe research project quests. Okay, I gotta do 3 more of those.
Uh, okay, what's the difference between those 2?
Hey,
There's 2 Enigma protocols, and both look like they're the same.
Rob, I'm gonna ring the call with Dan.
Okay. Oh, one is match made, one is not match. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello, husband.
So fucking quiet.
Quiet again? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you sound like you're
So,
in the living room. Talk to me.
We found out that basically every time he turns on his computer, his computer settings, the mic volume goes down to 20.
Which is basically what my mic does. So every time I start my PC, I have to bump it up by 8 or 10.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
I don't know what causes that. It's not even a SteelSeries thing. It just happens.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I already had that issue before SteelSeries.
Dan has my old Yeti, and it was weird. It never did that to me.
I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
Microphone.
You have to go to that settings.
You. There you go. Now you can
Hi, Owen. Hi, handsome.
Oh, sorry, Ramp. They're like, on for a little bit if you want to grind out some stuff. And he's like, oh, wait. Or do you have stuff going on with Morgs and Rob? I'm like, yeah.
Indeed.
They beat him to the punch.
Indubitably. I'll pick your character so I can invite you.
It's loading.
Ah, damn it.
Yes, it is Owen. I'm trying not to get the echo, but it's not. I'm literally whispering, and I can still hear myself. What the fuck?
Well, stop listening to yourself.
It's because of Dan's mic.
Well, fix it.
Welcome to my ASMR stream.
It's not gonna last long.
No.
So reminder that this is the activity that is time gated to 20 minutes. So make sure that whatever gear you have is good to tear shit up.
Hey. Stop it. Oh, boy. Do you guys want me running support as well?
Just run kill. Honestly.
Over here.
It's like we'll lose more time rising people and using heal guns because they're not hit scan than we would by resing each other.
Oh wait.
Like we're basically playing Healing Word and not Revivify.
Just lay it.
Alright, let's go!
You assumed I was ready.
Yep, you were ready.
Is that what? If I play like crap, it's Owen's fault.
Nah. You're in control of the buttons you press.
No. Not when
Yep.
he's laying on my keyboard.
Well, that's too damn bad. Because we have 20 minutes to go through everything. Objective, glitch through the world. Okay. Yeah, if you see those glowing diamonds, shoot them. They add time. And they can be anywhere. Also, enemies are high level. Like that.
The fuck? The thing was moving weird.
Ah, go through. Oh, it needs to be charged. Right, cover me, I have to run through the green beams of light.
Doing our best.
Ouch. Need help up here.
Me too. Oh, wait. You were gonna get yeeted.
Oh, I have to stay on the pool to charge it. Okay.
Owen.
Okay. You?
Okay.
Oh, what the fuck? Get damage.
God damn it. The pool shifted as I was getting onto it.
Fuck.
Remember to keep an eye out for the glowing symbols.
Glowing symbols.
Like there were some glowing shapes. If you shoot them, we get time. There we go. Stay still, you fuck. Yeah, we kill timekeepers, we break the glowing shapes, we get added time. Find a connection portal. I would love to. Oh, okay, there's a jumper here. Over here, Morgan.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
Above us. Okay, cool. Fuck me, I guess.
What happened?
I didn't actually get launched.
What?
I got the sound of it, and then I just didn't get the fucking launch.
I wonder if it's because both two of us were hitting it.
I went through it. Like, it didn't shoot me. This is a really far drop.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm glitched. Finally died, though. Only got 34 seconds. Why is it not letting me get projected?
There's a Minotaur there. Was a Minotaur there. Going through the portal.
It might be to us too.
Okay. We need to find one of the glowing things. Nope, we're getting rebooted. Yeah, when you see the wizard show up at the arena where we were, make sure to kill it fast.
Copy.
Because that gives us 30 seconds. And don't hesitate to use supers and everything. Get better time on this one.
Yep.
Alright, need to move. I gotta push. I need some cover. One of the timers is in the hole in the middle of the map.
Got it.
The other one is at the opposite end of where we started.
Copy. I'm ready by it. Let me just finish off this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. I have a full charge.
Where is it?
Alright, use the jumper. I got it.
Okay, cool. Much better timing on that.
Mm-hmm. There's another one in the back there. Got it. Ouch. The fact that we both jumped at the same time fucked my health.
Weird. That did that to me last time too. I didn't know.
I
that
went
was the
straight
reason
into
why.
fucking critical. It's a timer up ahead. Got it.
Nice.
I'm keeping my eyes open even behind us because sometimes they can be behind the surfaces.
Right.
Or like the pillars and shit that we go past. There will be a Minotaur on the last platform. We can just ignore it and push through. Just get through the portal.
And I'm going through.
Yeah, I don't know what a fucking Zalgo is. Alright, we're through.
Okay, which way we gotta go? Ooh. Oh,
Up.
there it is.
The mobility enhancement is throwing me the fuck off.
Same.
Meanwhile, Dan's out here just... Dan's just like... zooming through the fucking thing.
Wee.
I'm not seeing any fucking boosters. That worries me. Okay, we're through. There's a Minotaur. Just push through. Made it. Got a booster. Another one.
Nice.
I fucked them up majorly. Love to see it. Okay. Throw the power units at the wizards.
Okay. Wait, it's the wizards. There. I see a booster.
Nice.
It's spawning on your side right now, Rob.
What?
Are they still spawning over there?
Yep. The goblins just arrived.
We have a timekeeper.
Yep, I see it. It's
Nice.
out. Alright, that's that. Cleared. Yep. I see a booster way up ahead. Got it. Woo! Mid fucking air.
The fuck am I supposed to do?
Yes. Oh, there we go. You shoot the thing. It's a sparrow rice.
Sick.
Oh, there's a wall.
Oh
And
no.
there's snipers.
Apparently you can't do the boost charge. While Sparrow
This is an activity from episode 1. It's the what was it called? I don't remember. Oh, okay, made it. Time is frozen here, so we got time to get some loot. And pick up that engram, don't really matter.
the breach light. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The sidearm.
Yeah, this is an archive, so you can see like the ramen shop thing. It's like a shield. It's basically like a fucking Vex archive.
There's
We
the
can
painting
extract
of
query
errors.
processes. Okay. I got some query data. And yeah. Alibana over here.
What's this thing?
Ah, this will reset it. But you know. Did you get your query data?
It doesn't give me an option to.
It's up
Hmm.
here.
Well, there was 3 of them. I got one way back. There was one up there, and now there's one more here.
Wait, now it's blinking for me. It wasn't before.
There we go. Dan was the one who didn't have it, apparently.
Mm.
Mm.
I mean, I only got 2 of them. I didn't get a third.
I didn't get one at all.
Yeah, you're supposed to get 1, and then the other 2 get 1.
Okay.
Alright. Force reboot, let's go.
What? Is that supposed to happen?
I'm not sure.
Maybe that's the
We'll
thing
just-
for the reboot.
Yeah, we'll try and not reboot on this one.
Okay.
Snipers out. Don't do that. That was here. I'm jumping through.
Ah, fuck off. I got the two that give us more time.
Mm-hmm. Timekeeper on me.
Timekeeper gone.
Alright, got the charge.
I'm dead.
Portal.
Get your ass up.
Thank you.
Okay, what the fuck is going on with this one?
Yeah, that one just damaged me too.
I was sure at 1 pixel.
Same.
So fucking weird. Apparently just one shot is enough to break the timers.
Good to know.
Motherfucker.
Bye, Dan.
I can't come back right help you.
That's fine. It's not a respawn it this right now.
Okay, bye. So dumb.
Oh, it did the same to
You
me.
have to be like fucking
Basically, have to touch the
pixel
ball.
perfect. You have to be
You
like
don't-
pixel perfect to get
If
it.
you don't
It's so
touch the
dumb.
ball, it like
Mhm.
doesn't want to work.
It's like this stupid shit is making us lose so much time.
It's the first time I had that problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially when it's supposed to be like boosted jumping, and you don't get the fucking boost. Trying to see if I missed any booster over here, but I don't think so. Okay, well, time to play like Boeing and cut corners.
I forget what I'm supposed to go from here. Oh, yeah, up.
Shit! Well, there was a booster here, but I fell.
Holy fuck, dude.
It's the fucking, like, random surfaces here that fuck me up. Like, if they kept those platforms flat, it'd be fine. The grass tastes like shit. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Did not let you through?
Help?
We can't. We're on the other side.
I'm just floating away. No, I made it through. I was floating away sideways.
Oh. That's exciting.
The fuck? Okay, now I'm here.
The game said fuck your reset.
Yep. Alright, goblins on the left. That was so fucking weird. Yes, please clip that shit. Oh, fuck off. There's a timer behind you, Morgan.
I know. Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Timekeeper across the way, going for it.
It's dumb. Thank you, sweetie.
It's taking us a lot longer, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
There we go. It did not want to hit at first.
Clan banner unlocked.
Thank you for the clip, Dan. Hey, we ranked the clan.
Wait,
I got the query on this one.
I only get option
Triumph
for the
completed.
query when I'm falling.
Weird.
And it doesn't give me enough time.
Extract all of the strange queries from the Vex Confluxes in Enigma protocol.
Oh, here
The
it is.
3 of 6. Oh, apparently we've not finished it before. So yeah, the reset is not a good idea.
Got it.
And also we have 9 minutes to finish it with an achievement. Let's
That was
go!
pretty cool. I don't know if you can
Yeah,
take
we're gonna try and push through these guys or we're gonna get slowed down.
Oh, I barely survived that shit.
Remember to avoid the lasers.
I don't want to touch them.
Are you fucking kidding me? Found another one. Oh, they come back?
So the purple ones come back, I guess?
Yeah.
Yellow ones are the one we need to look out for. Okay, we need 7 more.
I got it, Rob. Timekeeper. Down.
Nice.
Portal.
Right. Yep. Okay. Ow. That was my fucking shins.
The fuck, dude? Oh, come on.
Good shot. That's a lot of health bars.
No. Fuck me, dude. Fuck. Are you fucking shitting me right now?
You good, Morgan?
No. I'm here at least with you guys finally.
Where the fuck the boss go?
I don't know. I'm trying to find him.
Oh, found the boss.
Got you, babe.
She teleported. Oh, on me. Nope, teleported.
Eat that shit.
Teleported.
Oh!
Got you.
Thank you. God damn, bro. I'm just getting fucking shredded.
Don't stay in the middle. Don't know where the boss went. Maybe there was spawn?
Potentially.
Yep. Nope. It's just an acolyte. Oh, see her.
Got her.
Yeah, it's gone already. Okay, don't jump down to your Sparrow right away. There's a booster on the path. I don't know if you shot it or if I ran into
You
it.
ran into it. I was up there watching.
Okay, cool. Ran into another one. Thank fuck for skimmers. Hi. Yeah, honestly, fuck the path. Ah, shit. We can't fuck the path. Come back, path. Okay.
Okay, I got us there.
Hell yeah.
Good job, guys.
And we got it under 18 minutes. Good job.
Whoop whoop.
Punch if you like, know you. Pretty much.
I'm sad because I'm maxed out on my cement alloy and can't take it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit here on the ground I can't take because I'm full.
Yeah, what is it for me? I have my, obviously, Glimmer, my enhancement prisms, and my Ascendant alloy right now. I'm just max on.
Come on. There we go.
I give you the accommodations that you deserve. It wasn't letting me get it either. Oh, you have to squat.
No, it's on the timer. I'm sorry, the cap on a cylinder race. Fair. Mm-hmm. We're gonna have another 2 on Buster on Act 2. Oh, hello, 2015. 100 of them? Yeah. I mean, then again, do you ever use a single one of them?
Got you there. Yes. Guys, I gotta show you what Owen looks like. I'm moving.
So we got the corrupted data variant, but we didn't get the regular one. Back to orbit. I think to do the regular email protocol, we have to go on Nessus and follow the holograms.
Okay, guys, look at this.
Why are you whispering?
I don't know. It's because Owen's sleeping and it's really cute. And I was trying to get the camera so I could show everybody.
Cute.
Big stretches.
Okay, follow the hollows.
Oh, I've actually never done this.
Which this actually may start the protocol. Obtain decoder protocol. Okay. Well, I got the decoder. Now what? Got it for less than a minute. Is there something we interact with somewhere? Hmm?
What'd you say, Liv? Dan?
We'll never know. Yeah, but if we don't know where to use it, it's not do much. And I just lost it. I'm just gonna look it up. A pin or in a ring? No, there's no decoder ring here. Okay, so it's somewhere in the tangle. Because apparently, when you use decoder code, the decoder protocol, it like actually decodes a bunch of shit that's supposed to show up when you're on Maya, but it's talking about in the tangle. So, to the tangle. You know, speaking of that, Dan, I don't remember seeing serials doing anything like that anymore. Like there used to be toys, there used to be even like
I haven't seen that in ages.
game demo CDs and shit. Yeah, the decoder is just supposed to tell you what the messages say when you're at the holo.
What did the message say? Because my decoder went away.
Well, I guess it said go back and get a decoder again because I didn't even have one when I arrived here. A couple of decades now, and small prizes, and so when people started soon. I mean, hey, if the toddler is gonna swallow a toy because you're not paying attention to the toddler, you know, who's really at fault? Is it the company or is it the parent? To me, it's pretty easy to know. Not seeing any entrance to the protocol here. Let me pull it up again. Okay, I might have it. Yep, this is the Well of Echoes. So apparently we go down into the Well of Echoes. There's gonna be boxes that we shoot to drop a Minotaur's shield. And we drop down. And that should take us into the protocol. Three boxes down. 4 boxes down. Minotaurs in mid.
It's down.
And there's a marker here. There's a hole.
Copy.
I don't know if we just fall. Yep, we just fall all the way down. There it is. Oh, look! All fireteam members must complete first complete mission Meteoric. Look at who hasn't done their goddamn episode.
Well, we at least remember how to get down here. That's all that matters.
Yep.
And then we just get him through it later. And then we do it.
Yep. I think for tonight I might call it here.
That's all right. We're about at the hour, just under that hour marks, because Dan and I need to go get groceries.
Yep.
Yeah.
Singing was there? Yeah, the singing is an Essus thing. Every now and then you get the singing.
I straight up sniped
misses.
him. That was great.
Nice. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. I wanna see if I can raid anyone.
Can you send us to the tower?
Well, I mean, I'm not in the game anymore, so it's gonna be
Oh.
difficult.
Okay.
I'm just gonna send a raid to Ramp. Because, you know, we kind of stole Dan from him. We preemptively stole Dan.
Oops.
Also, his chat is black on a black background.
Yeah.
That's
I'll let
gonna
him-
make it difficult to read.
I'll let him know, because he may not know how to fix it.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Raid. Oh yeah. Next stream, I don't know, at the latest next Tuesday for Act 2. Might stream before that. We shall see. Till then, hope you have a good one.
All right, y'all. Do you have anything I can?
Honors me, Guardian.
I guess I don't.
Guardians are all.
You don't look too banged up. Drop them before they even see you. That's the way.
There's so many like loud cars outside right now, y'all. Okay, I know I can't talk to them yet. No, we're good. All right, everybody. That covers everything I also need to do. So, I'm going to call it a night here as well. I should be live come Thursday. I'll be live on Thursday. Who knows? Maybe we'll be diving into some Phasmophobia that night. But I'm also going to go ahead and raid ramp. So let's go ahead and get that started. So yeah, everybody, have a wonderful rest of your day. Make sure you stick around to raid ramp. I know they'll be greatly appreciative of it. And yeah, I will be live on Thursday. I'll let you know on socials what we'll be doing, but I think that's the day the new map comes out for Phasmophobia. So maybe we can dive into that. I think that'd be a fun thing to get into. But for now, let's have a fantastic rest of the day and raid Rampaging Asian. Here, let me pull up his thing so I can hear him.
Amazing.
No. My emotes. I want to use the emotes. All right, everybody, let's head on over to ramps. So stick around.
Charash, hello! Well, since I have a free moment here, I'm gonna give you both a shout out. I just fixed my,